How often do you use technology?
I use technology just about every single day. I work in this school for the purpose of technology.
Okay, what do you like about technology?
I like that it's convenient. I like that it makes jobs easier, but at the same time makes it more efficient. Back in the days when you had to do papers and you had to file and it was so complicated and so tedious and so cumbersome that sometimes paperwork would get lost or whatever the case may have. Your technology kind of eliminates that. Not completely, but it does bring in a better, more comfortable understanding.
Do you believe that this generation is too attached to technology?
Of course. I believe that this generation cannot live without technology, let alone the fact that every single child at this age and younger, including my nephew, has a smartphone. So, technology has become very dependent upon.
Do you believe that's a good thing or a bad thing?
It can be either or. It can be good because you can use the technology to further any kind of educational needs or personal needs. Like, for example, if you're doing chores and responsibilities, like say, for example, going to the store, and your mom sends you the list, she can send you the list on the smartphone as opposed to writing it down and handing you a piece of paper, get lost, whatever the case may be. But it could also be bad because, let's face it, there are a lot of bad influences out there in the world. And with social media and YouTube and videos, it brings a lot more negativity into the person's vision, point of view, and everything.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. So where do you see technology in the next 10 years?
Flying cars.
Flying.
No, seriously, in 10 years, technology would probably be so advanced that would probably start leaning towards what I consider artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence in a sense that technology can do and think for what we want it to do. Like for example, if it's like Tuesday and you want to do a report, and what's the report on, you can just simply say it to the computer and it will give you all the information you need, or you just have to type it up.
So, do you believe in do you have any privacy concerns when it comes to technology?
Oh yeah, of course. Privacy concerns all around. Technology is just another medium for privacy concerns because you're putting your credit card information, you're putting a lot of your personal life out there into the world. Believe it or not, as far-fetched as this sounds, there was a movie. Now You See Me?
Yeah.
Right? And their trick was stealing money from the bank. But the way they got around it is all they had to do was just ask simple questions. And when you go on social media or you go on any type of site that has your personal information, you don't even have to do that. That would be done for you.
Autofill and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's a privacy concern. Luckily, there's also ways to combat that. They have security sites. They have actual law firms that deal with cybersecurity and things like that. So, yeah, it's a concern.
All right. So before I continue, here's some side questions.
No.
Do you watch shows on sci-fi?
Of course.
Like Expand?
Yeah, I watch quite a few things.
So how do you feel about those shows? And how do you think they could project the future and technology with technology?
I was always a big Star Trek fan. Yeah. So I've always been a proprietor of science fiction becoming science reality. Everybody needs to have an idea. So why not have a sci-fi show convey that idea? Like, oh my God, I think that can really happen in real life. Communicators back in the 60s with the original Star Trek show was completely unheard of. Now it's practically the same thing with this. Teleportation devices, yes, that's a little far-fetched, but there's technology they're trying to place right now to work with that. You understand? Cloning is a thing now. They clone goats already. They technically can clone So that kind of science fiction back then is science fact now. So these sci-fi shows that come out there, and even like the older shows like Battlestar Galactica that was originally on sci-fi, things like that. You know, they have this ideology that one day this could be real. You know, the Cylons are like androids. You know, they could be real. They could be with us then and there, and we wouldn't even know.
Okay.
Not a problem.
Yes. How long is that?
Stop it.
Yeah.